In this video, we're going to talk about masks. We're going to put things behind things and figure out how to fill things with things. All right, so that's all about masking. So the first thing we're going to do, we've chosen our background image, and then we're going to choose this guy because he's going to be what we're going to put in it. So make sure we're on the layers turned on. I'm going to go over here, we're going to find him, click on that, right? So I'm going to copy and then paste. Okay, let's make them a little bit bigger. All right, so that's the image we're going to be trying to put somewhere in this room. So let's say we want to put this guy over here, like that, but behind. How do we do that? Well, let's go to the background layer, turn him off. We really want to put him in this general area. So we're going to select our objects from there. Let's put him, select this one. I'm clicking that. This is the AI selection tool. You may have to use other tools if you need them. I'm going to press Shift, and I'm going to choose that. And for good measure, why don't we also add this? I'm continuing to press Shift as I'm adding to the selection. Okay. I am now going to, actually add this guy too. Okay, so that's what I'm selecting is all of this in here. But I actually want the inverse. So I go up here and I go select inverse, right? So now I have the background selected and I'm going to press the mask. Okay, the reason I did that is because as you can see over here with the black mask, the mask is all the stuff that's not going to be shown, right? So I'm going to blank that out. So you see on this, if it's on its original layer, I have blanked that out. You cannot see that because I have the mask on top of it, right? It's blanking it out. It's blanking it out. So if I go and pull this layer, then if I grab this layer, and then I grab it and I pull it onto this layer, and then turn it on. See, now he's behind. Because what I have done is I've taken this layer, this black, and I've put it on top of this layer. So it's only on this layer, right? So that's all that's I'm hiding all that part. So if I take this layer here and I pull it back over here, there he is. What I'm doing is I'm taking these pieces and I'm putting this over. So wherever it's black is where you can't see it. Okay, so we're going to do it again. This time I'm going to put him like inside this window. All right, so here he is again. Then its own little layer. And I want him kind of peeking in that window. So I'm going to go back over here to my base layer. And I'm going to choose kind of in here. See if I can even catch it. I may not choose it because it's not an object, it's more of a hole. All right, so we're going to do, we're just going to use a regular rectangle tool. I'm going to grab over here, turn that one off. Let's just turn this off so I get confused. All right, I'm going to choose, I'm in the background layer. I'm going to choose the window that I want him kind of peeking out of right here. All right, now I'm going to create a mask. For this, I'm not doing the inverse because that little window is what is being shown. Okay, so let's put all this back here. And now I'm going to take this little window. Right now, all that you're seeing is the window. Everything else is hidden because everything else is black. So then if I take this layer and I move it up, if I grab it and I move it up to, let me grab it. And then I move it up to this layer, right? So same idea. So let's turn this off and this off. So this black part is all the part that's hiding. So the little Lego guy, the only part the Lego guy is being seen is right here. And for this one, the only thing that's being seen, because this has the layer on it, this is on top of it also. So wherever it's black, you can't see. Wherever it's white, you can see it. And so you're seeing all the way through the back, which is here. Okay, so that's how you're going to make your layers. And if you wanted to move something around, to make sure that when you're moving him, the whatever you're moving, and you want to unlink them so that when you go back and you can choose the object like that, right? And I can move him around, and he's not affecting anything particularly. Right, it's moving him around because I unlinked it. If I had it linked, then it makes kind of this big mess. Okay, so you want to make sure that you unlinked it to move it. So hopefully that helps with masking. So those are two, you do the inverse and do the regular depending upon kind of what your needs are. Hope that helped.